welcome to my new morning routine. That's basically what I do every morning now. Today I really wanted to update you guys on all of the changes that I've been making because I started working with a professional regarding fixing my skin, fixing my health, fixing my gut, etc. And so lots of changes are happening to my lifestyle, to my diet, to my supplement routine, etc. So I kind of wanted to just walk you through all that today. For those of you who have not seen some of my more recent videos, I have been suffering from some pretty bad skin issues lately. Those of you who have seen those videos might notice that my face is looking a ton better. Like, I don't have foundation on. Look, it's just like, it's amazing. It doesn't feel like I have a dried out face mask on it. However, my arms are now completely screwed up, so that's fun. For the last week and a half, I have not gotten a good night's sleep because I either wake up 6 times in the middle of the night, like scratching my arms and legs because my legs are pretty bad too, or I just can't go to sleep for like 3 hours because I can't stop scratching. So my face looks a lot better, but the problem is not solved. But I am now so much more optimistic about this journey and what I'm doing because I am working with the amazing and absolutely incredible Christina Rice from ChristinaRiceWellness.com, the Wellness Realness podcast, Christina Rice Wellness on Instagram. You get the picture. She's Christina Rice of Christina Rice Wellness. She's a certified nutritional therapy practitioner, health coach, Reiki practitioner, and probably a few other things that I'm missing. You guys ask me for recommendations for YouTubers all the time that I really enjoy, and I always hesitate to point to any specific channels because there's no one that I have found personally that I 100% agree with all of their content and would confidently say, yes, like, go watch all of their content because it's all amazing. Christina is not on YouTube, but her content is all 100% amazing, and I agree with like everything she says. She's the one person that I found online whose views on health and nutrition like 100% align with my own. So if you love my channel and my content and want kind of more of this, but more on the nutrition and wellness side, highly recommend checking out her Instagram. Like, her Instagram stories are kind of my favorite thing ever to watch. They're always just like little nuggets of wisdom. Check out her blog, check out her podcast. She's amazing. So what she's having me start off with to help fix some of my issues is kind of an intensive gut healing protocol. And I say intensive because it's not just diet, it's lifestyle changes as well. The reason we're starting with a gut healing protocol is that it's very likely that most of my health issues and skin issues are due to something being off in my gut because I have celiac disease. I was eating gluten for years before I was diagnosed, and on top of that, because I was constantly sick because I was eating gluten and had celiac disease and it killed my immune system, I was constantly on antibiotics for like years without much of a break. When I was like 10 or 11, I was on the strongest antibiotics that they could give me, and I was taking them consistently. That's not good for your gut. My gut is probably still trying to recover from that. Diet-wise, I'm still doing AIP, but without any sugar other than a wee bit of low glycemic fruit per day and like excluding the sugar that you would find in like sweet potato or coconut or like, you know, the very natural and minimal sugars that you find in not sugary foods. And then on top of that, she's given me a few supplements to take along the way that will help heal my gut. And then on the lifestyle side of things, I'm implementing a lot of different practices and techniques to help manage my stress because I am way too much of a stressed person. When your gut's not happy, that's not good for your gut. So some of the practices that I'm implementing are meditating for 10 minutes every morning. I'm also trying to get outside in nature more. So today I'm actually gonna go on a little beach walk and just like walk up and down the beach for like 20 minutes just to feel the ocean breeze and the crisp air and all that good stuff that's good for you. She gave me a bedtime. I now have to go to sleep by 1:15 a.m., which you might be like, oh my god, that's so late. I was going to sleep at like probably 2 on average, sometimes 3, sometimes a little later. Not really ideal. So we're working on getting my circadian rhythm back in line with like daylight. She's also forcing me to have more social time and spend more time doing what I absolutely love, which is writing, which I'm honestly so grateful for because that's like a little bright spot in my week where I'm so excited for it. And then possibly one of the biggest changes that I'm making is that I have basically officially, for the first time, intentionally quit intermittent fasting. Now, you guys know I am a huge fan of intermittent fasting and fasting in general. I feel really, really good doing it. I have had a great experience with it, but fasting can be a stressor on the body, especially for women. And so since I'm going through this whole phase of trying to heal my body and heal my gut, I need to eliminate all things that could potentially be stressors on my body, and intermittent fasting is one of them, despite how good I feel while I'm doing it. I started intermittent fasting a little over 2 years ago, and there were definitely phases in there where I didn't like stay dedicated to fasting because work schedules were just absolutely crazy. Working in the film industry, sometimes it's impossible to intermittent fast, and that was okay, but I never intentionally stopped until now. So now I will be consistently not intermittent fasting for at least a month, maybe 2, maybe 3, however long this takes. This has honestly been kind of a huge shift for me and something that I've had to force myself to do, because when I wake up in the morning now, I am not hungry. Like, I am unhungry. Like, the idea of food does not sound good to me. And so I've kind of been having to force myself to eat in the mornings. But to be honest, when I started intermittent fasting for the first week or two, that kind of felt uncomfortable as well. So I'm sure this is just an adaptation period that my body's gonna go through, and it's all gonna be fine in like a week. So this is where we're starting, and I am pretty optimistic that it's gonna make a huge difference in a couple months. But with that being said, I think it is time to go implement one of my very favorite lifestyle changes and go get in my little beach walk, my little calming, stress-reducing, naturizing beach walk. Let's go. I should probably clarify that going to the beach to walk is not something I do every day. This happens like once a week when I come to the Source Cafe to edit videos. I am way too busy of a human to make this happen every single day, but taking the time to make sure it happens once a week is something that's really valuable for me, because it allows me to like take a step back and breathe and de-stress. I came to do this. It is such a beautiful day outside, and there's nothing more relaxing than just walking around in nature. Granted, I'm surrounded by like screaming little children, but that's okay. I also have the sound of the waves, and it's beautiful. That walk was so relaxing, and now I think I might treat myself to a little bone broth from the one and only Source Cafe. Does your bone broth have black pepper in it already? Unfortunately, they could not guarantee that there wouldn't be any black pepper in the bone broth, because I guess sometimes they have it on other vegetables that they put in the broth as they steep it. But the lady tried so hard to help me find something on the menu that I could eat. I was so touched. I looked through the whole menu like a few days ago. There was absolutely nothing that I could eat, but I ended up getting a peppermint tea because she was trying so hard, so I got something. Now it's time for a little bit of grocery shopping just to get a few more AIP staples. I've only been completely AIP for a few days. I was like slowly transitioning, and now I'm hardcore only AIP, and there are a few things I realized that would be kind of useful, like AIP compliant coconut milk and AIP compliant teas and things like that. So we're gonna go explore Lazy Acres, see what we can find. Trip is successful. A little bit more successful than I was planning on it being. I got a little bit of extra stuff, but that's okay. It'll all be super, super useful and make sticking to this diet a lot easier, so whatever. Now I need to rush on home and hopefully eat a little bit of something, because I have a few work calls in 40 minutes, so we'll see if I probably can't make a full breakfast. We'll see what I can do. On a positive note, my whole car smells like peppermint tea now, and it's just fantastic. Okay, really quick just to show you what I got before I have to hop on my calls. I got 2 turnips because my acupuncturist said I should eat turnips. 4 avocados, since I realized that my only healthy fat source was really coming from my meat. so I should probably have some more healthy fats. Some different coconut yogurts. I got the Coconut Cult in the coconuts and cream flavor, and then the Coyo in the natural flavor. Both of those have 0 added sugar, 0 added anything. It's literally just like coconut cream, and probiotics or something like that. Speaking of probiotics, got some sauerkraut. And then speaking of coconut, I got some coconut cream. I couldn't find any of the canned coconut milk that doesn't have guar gum in the store, and then I walked in the freezer section and I found this is literally just 100% coconut. So I'm assuming when it thaws, it'll be similar to like coconut cream, and I can put it in like my drinks and stuff. Hopefully, we'll find out. And then I got a ton of bone broth because I figured this would be a really great way to break my fast, get a little bit of protein, get some collagen, get some good gut stuff going on in the morning, and it'd be a lot easier than trying to like force myself to eat meat in the morning, because not happy about that yet. And I also got some bone broth soups. I got a chicken and vegetable soup and a butternut squash soup. Those are definitely kind of pricey, but I figure like, I'm literally at the point right now where if someone was like, hey, give me $5,000 and I'll snap my fingers and your skin will be fixed, I'd be like, take all my money, like please. So I really, like, I do not mind spending as much money as I need to make this work. And I think having like high quality pre-made soups around is gonna make things really, really easy if I just don't have time to cook, or I just can't find the motivation to cook. It'll be right there and I won't have to like, I don't know, resort to not sticking to the diet or starving. Got some more AIP compliant spices, just some sage, garlic, and onion because I didn't have any. Some blueberries for some good antioxidants. Sweet potato because sweet potatoes are great. And then I got 4 different kinds of tea because I realized that most of the teas that I have are caffeinated and or just not AIP compliant. And having tea is great to make it like an easy delivery mechanism for collagen, also just, you know, to drink something other than water. So I got a Moroccan mint tea, a rooibos tea, roasted dandelion root tea because I heard that it's a very good coffee substitute. And I would love to make like a little like coconut cream latte with some stuff in it just to, you know, have fun. And then a Tulsi with ginger tea. So I absolutely do not have time to cook right now. I have like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna make breakfast a little bit later. I guess not breakfast because I've had plenty of stuff to eat. I'm gonna have my main big meal a little bit later. For now, I'm just gonna have a Koyo coconut yogurt, gonna throw in some blueberries, and then I figured I would throw some collagen in my tea. I'm using the Vital Proteins, just completely plain collagen. This is absolutely one of my favorite collagens. I'll link it down in the description if you want to check it out. Okay, let's do this work thing. Oh my god. So I finished my calls, started getting some editing done, and then I realized I should probably change out of my swimsuit. So I came into my room to change. And I just passed out on my bed. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know how long I've been asleep. I'm so confused and disoriented. And I feel kind of gross. You know that like gross feeling that naps make you feel? I should just keep sleeping. But I have work to do. Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock. I don't know. As much as I hate to have lost that time to get stuff done, and it may ultimately stress me out a little bit more later, I have been trying to like listen to my body a little bit more in terms of tiredness and like going to bed earlier if I'm actually tired. I don't usually take naps because I feel like trash afterwards and it basically ruins the rest of the day. This nap was not intentional, which means I probably really needed it. So I'm gonna try to not beat myself up about accidentally falling asleep. This is really frustrating though food-wise because now I'm in some weird limbo. Like the plan was to eat a couple hours ago and then eat dinner at like my normal dinner time, but now I kind of really only have time for one more meal. I'm like, I'm not hungry because I just slept and napping makes me anti-hungry. But that means I'm not going to get in a lot of food. I'll just have a really big dinner and make sure I eat enough tomorrow. It's okay, whatever. Does anyone else react to naps like this? Or is it just me? Like, I hate naps, but I love them. But I hate them because I feel horrible. Thankfully, the video that I'm working on today is a super quick edit, so that's actually going really fast. And in the meantime, I have like a little bit of an appetite, and also I needed some food to take some of my supplements with, so I made some carrot and turnip fries. They have salt, turmeric, onion, and garlic on them, and then I have the Epic, what are they? beef and beef liver bites. I have tried these and I don't think they're that bad. I think like they don't taste quite as good as just their regular beef bites or like their chicken bites or anything, but I don't think the liver makes it taste that bad. So I just wanted to get a quick source of protein without like having to cook a ton of meat, because all my meat is like portioned out into bigger servings of protein. So this is what we got for now. This is just what we're going with. The sun sets in like 15 or 20 minutes, but I just wanted to get outside really quick, go for a walk because I've been sitting for quite a while. I just wanted to get some activity and get some fresh air. Another lifestyle change that I'm going to be implementing on this gut heal protocol, I actually talked about in my last video all about overtraining, but just to catch you all up to speed, basically I'm going to be working out in the gym a lot less. The current plan is to lift about 3 days a week on average. If some weeks I'm feeling a little bit more tired and fatigued, I might just do 1 or 2. If I'm feeling really good one week, I might try to do 4, but I think I'm gonna aim for an average of 3 times a week. And then on the other days, I'm really just gonna be focusing on going for longer walks, getting out, getting more fresh air, and then I think this would be a great chance for me to add in a little bit more mobility work, because I could definitely improve my ankle mobility. So this would be a great opportunity to work on that. While working out is really good for you and really good for your health, it is a stressor on the body. It is a good stressor in the sense that working out results in positive adaptation and positive change, but too much of that stress can be a bad thing, especially if your body is already compromised in some way. Since I really want my body to be focusing its energy on healing my gut and healing my skin, I don't want it to have to take some of that energy away from that and focus it on repairing the muscle damage that comes with lifting heavy. So the plan is to keep the heavy lifting to a minimum, just enough to maintain the muscle mass that I currently have and maintain my health, but not push it too far. So I definitely messed up just a little bit. I was being super productive while I was editing and I didn't want to stop. And so now it's 11:45 and I'm just sitting down for dinner. Oops. Not ideal when I have an alarm set to remind me to get ready for bed in 15 minutes, but it's okay. We'll make it work. So for dinner, I made some salmon with some avocado, roasted golden beets with just a little bit of turmeric, garlic, and onion, and a little bit of salt, and then broccolini with the same stuff. I used the Keto & Co. riced cauliflower that I got from my last Thrive Market haul, so I'm excited to try this. It expanded a lot more than I expected, so that's a lot more rice than I thought I was gonna have. So I might not finish this all, but it looks delicious. So I guess I'm just gonna eat this as quickly as I can so that I can get ready for bed and then go to sleep in the next hour and a half. I know that is not optimal for my digestion, but I promise this doesn't happen every night. I'm usually done eating by like 10. I just got carried away with editing. So I'm gonna leave you guys here for now, but there is one more thing that I do want to discuss in a separate video, and that is intuitive eating, because I've recently, since starting this, transitioned back into intuitive eating. So I wanna talk about what that whole experience is like. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that video will be coming out next week and you don't wanna miss it. In the meantime, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends and your family and your neighbors. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness and the start of this health journey, you can check those out over here. Make sure you hit that little notification button so that you get notified about future videos from me, and I will see you very soon. Bye.